In this video, I'm going to show you how a magnet spinning inside a spool of wires can actually generate electricity. And then I'm going to show you how Faraday's law works with the lines of flux coming out of the north and south poles of a magnet. And this gives us a general idea of how a generator works with respect to our alternating current power. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to hvacr.education. Okay, and up at the top right-hand corner of the page, you have a simulators available link. Okay, I want to go to the HTML5 simulators. Both of these simulations will work, both sets of simulations will work in the browser environment, but in this case, I'm going to use the HTML5 because it works on all devices much better. Okay, there's different simulations in each one of these, so just be careful about that. If you're looking for something very specific, you can go ahead and just click on either one, okay? And I'll show you in a minute some of the others. Now, in this case, this is Faraday's law simulation, okay? Faraday's law all has to do with magnets and how magnets and lines of flux interact with each other. We're not going to go heavily into this. What I basically want to show is how this magnet up here, the north and south, spinning inside this wire, can cause electricity and voltage, okay, can cause current and voltage. And again, that's as far as we really need to go as an HVAC technician. So if I want to click on field lines, we can see how the field lines work. Okay, I can move this magnet around. Okay, outside of here, you notice I get very small voltages, okay. But I'm now going to drag this magnet into this spool of wire, okay. I'm going to spin it using my button down here, and you can see how every time I spin it from north to south, I either go negative or positive. Negative or positive. Okay, this is alternating current. Think of this as happening 60 times a second. Okay, and this is constantly spinning in here 60 times a second. That is what's happening inside your average power plant. Okay, in any generator out there, in any alternating current. We go negative, positive, 60 times a second, and the magnet is spinning inside this wire. Again, you can find these simulators at hvacr.education. It's sort of neat. You can play around with the differences here. You notice how I have a larger spool of wires, okay, and a smaller one. Look at the difference in voltages. Okay, if I go to the larger one, I get full voltage, okay? The more wire in the spool, the better my voltage. Now let me stick it up here and spin it around, and you see we have a little bit of a dimmer bulb here, okay? So again, two different spools here. We have larger and smaller, okay? Larger one, see how bright the light is. Smaller one, we have a little bit of a dimmer light, and again, has to do with the number of windings in the spool of wire. So that's a little bit about the Faraday's Law simulator. Awesome simulator. These are all done by PHET, okay, which is, I think it's Columbia University or something like that, has done a lot of these simulators. I just make them available on hvacr.education for my students and anybody else who wants to get to them.